Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? I'm doing okay. So, I have gotten the occasional question that, easy, how could you ever grow all your trees around your base in such an orderly fashion? Well, fear not, citizens, because I have an answer for you. Yes, it is a little bit more difficult to control these, but I'll get to that later. So, if you have not noticed already, or have not noticed by the title of this video, these trees are growing perfectly around my base. Now, I have gotten the occasional question in global and stuff like that. How are you controlling your trees? From newer players, I will say that. The older players usually had more experienced players, I should say, not the older ones. They have a better tendency to know what I'm doing and how to control the growth of these trees. So, I'm going to kind of show you guys, maybe not show you, because it's kind of a delayed process, can't really control the growth of the trees right now, but I'm going to tell you what is needed to do that. There's like two ways I think you can do it, and they're both, well, let's just say one's easier than the other. So, without a further ado, let's get this started. So, if you want to do a ring of trees perfectly like this, just around your base, there's two things you can do. One, you can make a base to where there is nowhere else for any sort of building to grow. So, really? Anyways, one of the simplest ways to do that, but is more of a pain in the ass and will guarantee you losing almost every single raid, is you can place walls around your base like so. And you'll kind of just do that, and you'll fill all this in with buildings to where there's no spaces where a plant or a tree or whatever could grow. So pretty much you're going to want to close out, so there's only one space between each building. You're going to want to do that for everything in the middle of the base. So it's probably a lot easier if you have a Town Hall 10, or maybe a 9, and maybe in the future Town Hall 11. Already heard, because that's coming out pretty quick, I heard. So that's what you're going to do, and then you're just going to get a lot of bushes and stuff that are going to grow around here. Just clear out all the bushes if you want to do all trees, or if you want to do a little bit of everything, just, leave it there, and it should be good. You won't get any of the bigger trees that count for 3 spaces or anything like that. The good thing about that is you're going to automatically force these holiday decorations to spawn on the outside as well. I didn't do it this method because I didn't want to. Whoa, I just dropped my phone there. Well, I don't know what I just pressed, but I guess I pressed something. Alright. You're not going to be able to control these Christmas decorations and force them on the outside. Or you are. Like, unfortunately, I wasn't able to. So, what I did is you have your normal base. Like so. And you're going to get a bunch of shrubs and stuff that are just going to go randomly, kind of like they are now. And you will remove every single one that does not grow on this little ring here. That's what I did. So after so long, I just noticed that trees would grow like this on the outside, and I just decided not to remove them. And then here we are. Straight up. Now, there's also a new thing that went about a year ago, I think, that was really popular and people were trying to do it, but then I never really heard about it again, is they were trying to get their gem boxes to grow directly in the center of their village, and they would surround their village around it to give it a unique look and all that good stuff. Well, there's again a tactic to doing that. So what you would do is, at least what I saw people doing, is they would make a box in the center of their base. This isn't perfect, just deal with it. Yep, that's my box. Looks fucking gorgeous. Actually, it's not. It's actually pretty accurate. And they would just have this open space in the center of their base, and they would create around it. And over time, plants and crap would grow in there, and they would remove what they didn't want, and they would get a gem box, and they would keep it there. And if it was in the right spot, they obviously would keep it. But if they didn't want it, let's say it grew like right in this corner right there or something, they didn't want that, they got rid of it until they got another one in like the very center. So that's how you could control, and you could do this anywhere. You want a bush just right there, right where I place that, you know what, go for it. You just gotta make the right necessary adjustments in your base, and then you'll be set to go. Another good thing about the strategy is, if you hate always having to remove all these bushes and stuff like that, if you do this strategy, maybe not a strategy, but if you do this, you will be able to reach a max, which I think there is about 40 is the max. Once you hit 40, trees and bushes will not regrow. They will stay continuous as they are. And once you remove some, I think you have to remove a couple for it to start growing back, you will be just fine. See, I actually removed a couple right here during this Halloween to get a Halloween cauldron in this area, and there you go, because I removed it, so a Halloween cauldron grew right there. And they just kept growing, and they picked a really nice spot. I'm really glad I got that one there. But if you just keep them to a max of 40, you should never have to do that again unless Holiday comes. I think what happens is Holiday will automatically force these to grow, just for the players that do this, so they don't have to remove a lot of their shrubs and all that good stuff, so they can get these. But that's pretty much really it. I mean, if you want to get these Christmas trees and such like that to grow on the outside, you're going to have to do the first one I showed you. But if you do it my way, you're just going to kind of get them everywhere. But I'm not going to risk getting destroyed every single defense to grow these things. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. So that's pretty much what you have to do. If you have any questions, I should be able to answer them in the comments. But we will see. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.